Hello.
Hello there.
Hey.
I waved.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. My name is Irving, and I'm joined with some of my closest friends and a live studio audience.
Woo!
They're other friends too, yeah. To my right, your left, I have my beautiful fiance, Alyssa. Yes. I have a good friend, Matthew. Sir Justin from most of our videos that we've done, yes. And then we have Joe sitting over there.
Oh God.
Don't smile.
Smile.
Don't smile. Okay, so what we're talking about today is Game of the Year. Now, guys, the end of the year is upon us. All the games that pretty much came out. And now we have to decide which is our Game of the Year, okay? I already know what some of your guys' Game of the Year is, so let's just openly discuss it, okay? This year was a really good year for gaming. What do you guys think? Yes?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, a lot of good games came out, especially towards the end of the year. A lot of really solid games came out. But we had some very, very strong games that came out at the beginning of the year, with some of them being The Witcher, of course. Batman Arkham Knight was pretty good too. Bloodborne was there as well.
Yeah.
A lot of other games came out later on in the year, including, games like Metal Gear Solid 5, Xenoblade Chronicles X, Rise of the Tomb Raider. Dying Light was in there, but it did get kind of like shut down a little bit.
Yeah.
Until Dawn was a surprise hit. I know
Until
Alyssa and I enjoyed it a lot. Indie games like Undertale and Her Story were also really, really well
Hell yeah.
did this year. Yeah. So let's go down the line and just talk about what you guys think our Game of the Year is. Okay? So Joe, let's start with you.
Oh, seriously?
Damn.
Yeah, Joe.
No.
Put Joe on the spot.
Oh, wow, okay. So, I have this Fallout sweater and Fallout 4.
So Fallout 4
Obviously.
is your Game of the
Yeah.
Year? Yeah, Fallout 4's a very solid game. I haven't played it, but
But it's a solid game, guys.
But yeah, I respect it. I respect it enough to know that it's a really good game.
I have about 7 days of playtime.
And it came out how long
Shut
ago?
up.
Yeah. Matthew, I know you're a big Fallout guy, so what is your take on it?
I feel like that the originals were a little stronger than Fallout 4,
Mhm.
but I think that the modern interpretation of what games or the RPG genre has evolved into, it hits its spot.
It's a good example of it. Yeah. I know the VAT system was one of the things that you kind of didn't like about Fallout 4, correct?
Yeah, I really liked the VAT system in the previous games.
Yeah.
And a lot of people didn't.
Mm-hmm.
And now because it used to pause the game, and now it just slows
it down.
a lot. So you can't really plan it out the way you used to be able to. And I don't understand the point.
Because I know what you said too was basically the VAT system was included in these first-person shooter games, including from Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, and 4, obviously, to kind of simulate what it is to do a real-time strategy, like
the traditional turn-based.
Exactly, yeah.
And the old Fallout games.
So
yeah.
Fallout 4 just kind of threw it out the window. Well, not really, because it's still there.
It
but
slows way
it slows
down.
it down.
But
Yeah.
It's still yeah.
Part of it, I think, what also made that they went into that direction was because they did have somebody who used to previously work on Destiny. They did.
That's the problem.
That's the problem. They did some of
The real time shooting in it is a lot better.
Yeah,
than
definitely.
Fallout 3 in New Vegas.
I heard that it's smoother. I played Fallout New Vegas a bit, and I didn't really like the first person shooter. I felt like I always had to rely on VAT in order to actually get the kill.
Because it sucked.
Yeah, no, like I'd
It's
be
terrible.
like, I'm killing this little bug thing. What the fuck is going on? You know?
Right.
Yeah, it's a lot more accurate.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Any final thoughts on Fallout from you guys? I know you all three have played it.
I'm just waiting for the modding tools to come out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will say that you could definitely tell that they're still using the same engine that they were using in Fallout 3. So I feel like they could have improved upon that. But other than that, it's a Fallout game. So as long as it it stayed that way, it kept true to the formula. It's still a good game.
No, solid. Yeah, definitely. All right, what's your game of the year there? Just unless you had some final thoughts.
I just wanted to say I wish that the Power Armor jetpack actually was a jetpack and not just a rocket jump.
Yeah, a little thrust.
system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little thrust.
What a disappointment that was.
Yep. Sorry. All right, Justin, go ahead.
My game of the year is
What?
my game of the year is The Witcher 3.
The Witcher
It's the one
3.
that won. I'm sure you know.
Yeah. A1 game
As
of the
you
year.
can see, I'm very confident. That's because I know I already won. But it's a
Sorry.
good game. It's a very great game. If you're somebody who loves to play games that are heavily story based, very very good plot, someone who likes to read upon the lore of the game that they're playing, The Witcher 3 is for you. And the action is fucking awesome. And I will say the biggest thing about it is if you compare it to the past Witcher titles, like even Witcher 2, there's been a huge, ginormous improvement. It's insane. And I don't want to cover everything because I know my boy here, he's got my back. You know, he's thinking the same thing right now. You know, he likes Witcher 3 also. I'm gonna let this boy talk right here.
See, he's nervous, so he's.
I'm not nervous.
There's some
nervous.
He's making me talk for him.
There's some
outta
hijinks
here.
going on. Yeah. Whoa, jockey. What the hell?
Whoa.
That was impressive.
Yes.
Next one.
I know you.
You know, I'm nervous, so first day.
Sounds like you've done these videos before.
Yeah.
Matthew, you played The Witcher 3. What are your thoughts?
I think did.
We're getting
After
to you.
Matthew.
Hey, I had $1,000. I had 1,000
just
hours
forgot
instilled
that
in
I
Fallout 4,
forgot
but
that I
nobody
played
asked me
Witcher.
about anything.
Anyways,
Well, before I get into what I want to say about Witcher 3, what'd you like most about it though?
I would say that it's really simple, but I like that they just said, hey, we're gonna have 60 free DLC content that we're gonna have. You're just getting all of it. You're not paying anything. You're just getting it. Once we're done working on it, tweaking it, you can just have it.
That's the main reason why CD Projekt Red won Developer of the Year this year at the 2015 Game Awards.
Yeah.
And we were watching it, both of us, and she was like, "Why are they gonna get it?" And I explained that, and she was like, "Oh yeah, definitely."
Yeah.
We're definitely in like the age where you buy a game and then you have to pay for like the rest of the game.
Yeah.
You know? Through DLCs, through season passes,
Yep.
and it's a shame because it's developers don't take their time and try to like make a good game. Because in the end, they could always just fix it with a day one patch, or just later on down the road with DLCs.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Okay, so The Witcher 3, I think personally, it revolutionized the RPG genre. What they're doing, I think video games are like an emerging media, and they're becoming more of an art form than what they originally were. Like if you look at the earlier games like Pong or
Centipede.
Asteroid or
Yeah.
it's really different, and what they're doing now is movies are becoming a lot more like games are becoming a lot more like movies.
That's true.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And if you look at the other games in the genre, if you look at Fallout, if you look at Mass Effects, other RPG games like Undertale and JRPGs, they all feel really linear. And let's say you're in Fallout and you have a choice of dialogue. You can either be a complete psychopath or you can be like this messiah to these people. It's very black and white.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like this year has been really, really strong when it comes to single player campaign games. And games like The Witcher, games like Fallout, games like Batman Arkham Knight, I think they prove that you don't need an online multiplayer only kind of game to make a good game, you know?
Yeah.
And like one of the ways that it really stresses upon like the literature in the game is like in the beginning of the game, the main character, the protagonist, Geralt, he has a dream, and in the dream he's in a bathtub naked.
Hey.
And his lover's there, and between the two dialogue options, you get to choose how Geralt feels about his lover.
Wow.
You can choose
Right off the bat.
Right off the bat,
Yeah.
and they're not really black and white choices, but they're really gray choices, and they really like set up how you're supposed to feel for these characters throughout the whole game.
Awesome.
But the thing is, also what I was gonna say is that in The Witcher 3, I don't know, I feel like your choices just feel more impactful than a lot of the games that I've played in the past. Simply because there's people that you can let die or save, and it stays to that choice unless of course you save and go, oh, let me fix that shit. No. you let somebody die, it explains what happened because you let them die, and for that it adds on its replay value 1,000 times for me.
Yeah.
Like,
And it does this for like every quest, not just the main story. It does this for like every side quest. That's why it's my game of the year.
Yeah.
Sweet. Joe, any words on it?
I didn't like The Witcher.
I know you did. That's why I'm asking you.
So the biggest complaint with Fallout 4 is that the story is a big step back from New Vegas, which it absolutely is. The dialogue system sucks in Fallout 4. There's no real control over the narrative of the story. It's just, no matter what you say to characters,
It's pretty
it
linear.
always results in the same conclusion to
That's
that
interesting.
quest, essentially. but I don't really care about story so much in games.
Yeah, you just want to blow shit up with teddy bears.
So what Fallout 4 does really well is that it has this really rich, full world to explore that you can just kind of wander around in, and I mean, you can go 60 hours and not even touch the main storyline and still, not run out of stuff to do.
Mm-hmm.
And that appeals to me a lot more. And I felt like I tried to play The Witcher the same way. I like to mess around and not just do the main storyline. And I felt like it kind of punished me for doing that. Every time I tried to explore and wander off, I got murdered by things that were very high level.
Yeah.
And
Got monster.
yeah, and it just felt like it had its story that it wanted to tell, and it did that really well, but that's not what appeals to me in a game necessarily, so I didn't really like that, and I felt like the combat was clunky for how much there is, for how a big a part of the game it is, and I didn't like the crafting system, and so...
You just hated it all.
Right. I mean,
that's all I'm hearing. Yeah.
The high point of The Witcher is obviously its story, and when that's not like a huge deal to you,
the
flaws in the gameplay stand out a lot more to me. Whereas with Fallout 4, if you don't care about the story,
you can still have
fun. Appreciate. Oh, and the town building sucks in it too. I mean, like,
yeah.
But the wandering is great
for sure.
I've been noticing, like, as time progresses, there's like two different philosophies that are going on right now. Do we play games for fun, or do we play them for the literary content in them?
And I think that just comes to you as what you get out of video games. It's like the same thing could be said for something like a movie. Do you go into it going to see a really good narrative, something like Gone Girl, or do you go just for the action-packed
summer
chess,
blockbuster,
Transformers?
Yeah, exactly, or half-naked men like 300.
Yeah.
Well, that had an amazing story. I think you need to take back what you just said.
All right. Any last things on The Witcher? I think you guys are pretty set on it being your game of the year.
Yeah, man.
Sure.
I'm happy with its result.
I don't think it's a bad game. I just didn't like it.
I respect it enough.
No, I get it, man. I get it, man. I get it. He didn't learn to parry, but it's all good.
I can parry fine.
No, Alyssa and I basically both have the same game of the year. But
yeah, Minecraft.
Story mode.
Story mode.
Story mode.
No. So this is a perfect example of what we just said right now, where we play games for either a huge, really good story, great narrative, all that stuff, or you just go and you just have fun with it. Now, our game, I think we were pretty much set on our game of the year is Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah, Destiny, Taken King. my game of the year.
No. Rainbow Six Siege. Now, I don't know if you guys played Rainbow Six Siege at all. Have you even looked into it?
I didn't even know what it is.
I haven't.
Matthew's looked into it. It's CS:GO, so any Counter-Strike kind of game, but a lot more tactical. It's a Tom Clancy game, and it's very reminiscent to Rainbow Six Vegas and Vegas 2. You guys familiar with those?
No.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Joe. Alright, so it's 5 versus 5. You have 1 life per round, and you're either defending a location or you're going in and attacking. And then if you die, you're dead. You're done. So,
You're done.
yeah. I mean, it's... For multiplayer, from what it is now, it's not your traditional Call of Duty run and gun. Just go in, guns blazing. Oh, you died. It's okay. I'm respawning in 2 seconds anyways.
Call of Duty.
Yeah, something like Halo is the same thing, where you just go in, you just go blah blah blah. This game, this game requires so much tactics from a first-person shooter that I haven't personally played in a really long time. Now, Battlefield is arguably one of the ones that you need a lot more, teamwork and stuff like that. But Battlefield's way too open. It's fucking huge. You die, you respawn at your map. You have to run halfway across the map for 10 minutes. Yeah.
Find a plane.
Yeah, definitely.
And good scrubs.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, back me up here. Yeah. These guys are looking at me and be like, "What the fuck?"
No, it's good. It's good if you like the other spectrum. If you're not going into a game for narrative and you're not going into a game for a story, if you're just going in for fun and you like first-person shooters, it's kind of a different style of first-person shooter, though. So I feel like you'd love it, you'd hate it, because I know I don't like Call of Duty, because I don't like the running gun. I don't like the. I don't like the. It's got a similar feel without the run and gun.
Yeah. So I think, especially if you are like a huge Call of Duty fan and die-hard Call of Duty fan, where you're expecting a run-and-gun shooter,
Yeah, you'd hate it.
you'd hate this game
you'd fucking hate
so
it.
much. I remember we were playing it with some like noobs and like some guy just like joined our group and whatever. And this guy, we were sitting there having to defend our location. We were laying down because you got to be quiet. Now this game requires a lot of noise. If you hear like steps, you know where the enemy is depending on where like the location is. So this guy was running around making noises, and we're like, dude, shut the fuck up. Like, they're going to come in here, they know this is the location, they're going to light you up. And sure enough, that's what happened. Like, he heard people outside, he ran out there, he got shot. You can't,
an idiot.
You can't do that. Yeah, thanks, Justin.
We're grown folks here. We're not trying to be paired with children. Okay? This is a serious matter.
Sounds cool.
But yeah.
If you look up gameplay into it, yeah, I think you'll respect it enough to know that it's not your next Call of Duty clone or Halo clone. This easily became my most anticipated game after playing the beta, and then we got to play the beta like a week before the game actually came out, and I was like, Halo was cool, Battlefront was okay, and I love Star Wars, and I was so hyped for Battlefront, and I was like, yeah, it's okay. Destiny it's not there anymore, and then also Call of Duty Black Ops. Yeah. After all those games came out, Rainbow Six Siege has kept me playing, even after those games came out. Basically, like they're sitting right there in the game room right now, and I've just been
right
playing.
there. They're right there in the
there,
game room, sitting there waiting to be played.
Yeah.
Nope.
Can I just say concerning like games like Battlefront, I don't think that we should have to pay a full retail price for multiplayer only games. But that's just me, especially a game that doesn't have so much to offer with like Battlefront. It has a lot of modes, of course, but one of our friends here thinks that should be Game of the Year, and I don't know, about that.
Oh, I don't know if he'll think it's Game of the Year, but I know he's a big fan of it.
Yeah, like he was saying, I love Star Wars, but that game was like, yeah, it's okay.
It had its potential. It had its nostalgia because I was a big fan of the original Battlefront and Battlefront 2, but
it doesn't live up to those.
It really doesn't. Like it captures everything you love about Star Wars, but it doesn't have enough to keep you there.
Yeah.
And not having a story mode is actually one of the hindering factors of that game.
Especially since it's a fucking game based on a movie with a story.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
right. Before we end this.
Speaking for me? Already acting like we're married or something?
Dang.
No, all I want to say though is it's hard to pick a game of the year since everything came out. Like all the good games I was anticipating came out towards the end of the year.
That's true.
And I think the only thing that might, like my opinion could change later next year when I play Tomb Raider. Because I'm really excited for that. I haven't gotten to play it.
That's true.
And I've been playing the other one before I pick up that one. So
the original Tomb Raider was a really well received game. Tomb Raider Rise of the Tomb Raider is even better, and I know you're still waiting to pick that up.
So my opinion could always change later about that.
Also, Yoshi Woolly World, yeah.
When you say original Tomb Raider,
sorry, not the PlayStation.
The Crystal Dynamics,
the
original of the remake.
Yeah.
The original of the remake.
The Tomb Raider Square Enix.
Totally,
Tomb
yeah.
Raider.
Yeah.
Okay.
That one.
Yeah. The newest new Tomb Raider. New. That's not really new, but it's new.
Did you play the old ones?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of them were good. Some of them weren't great. It was kind of hit or miss. But I never loved the franchise. Like I did played them for fun, but I never beat one of the Tomb Raiders. I was never super engaged in them. Except for maybe the very first one with their little pointy tits, with their fucking
triangles,
with their triangle boobs. That was fun.
The way she dies to the T-Rex is kind of cool. I remember liking that a lot.
Wait, what?
The way she dies to the T-Rex. Look at Devin, he's like, what?
So lost.
So the Square Enix Tomb Raider that came out, I'm really enjoying. I think I'll like the new one. Could potentially take that Game of the Year thing.
I see.
But I haven't played it, so I can't really. Just a potential call in the future.
Excited for Far Cry Prime.
Oh, I'm excited. See, there's a lot of people that are shitting on Far Cry because they're like, oh, I don't like.
Are you pre-ordering to get the Big Stick DLC? Sorry.
So a lot of people, they say they don't like prehistoric games, but I'm so excited for it to be set in prehistoric times. I'm all about it.
Okay. So
thank you. Blood Dragon was great. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry. Since we're already on talking about future games, my last thing that I was gonna say was, is there right off the bat, what's your most anticipated game coming up this year? This year for 2016, from the games that have been announced, what is your most anticipated game?
You guys
just real quick. The Division is mine, just because I want the Division to beat Destiny and be what Destiny should have been. Yes. Matthew?
I'm really excited for Oculus Rift next year. Oculus Rift is going to revolutionize PC gaming, I think. But as far as games go, I think Star Citizen should be coming out next year, and that's really what I'm excited for.
Justin?
I'm excited for Dark Souls 3.
Dark Souls 3. Good. My love.
It's not actually announced, but can we talk about Kingdom Hearts 3?
Oh, Kingdom Hearts.
Oh!
kind of just gonna throw that one out there, hoping it actually comes out next year.
Joe?
Is Final Fantasy
Yeah, but it
VII
doesn't have a
coming
set
out
date.
next year?
It is.
Oh, the remake. Yeah.
Probably that.
Part 1.
Final Fantasy
Well,
VII.
yeah,
part one, yeah.
And
It's
that's
just the
another
first
discussion to go into.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's all the time we have left. Thank you guys so much for joining us. I hope you guys enjoyed our Game of the Year discussion. Thank you to our live studio
Thank you,
audience.
guys.
Yes. Thank you. We want to know what your Game of the Year is. Do you agree with all of us, or do you think
Think we're a bunch of fucking idiots?
that are just rambling at it?
I thought I'd threaten.
Oh yeah.
They thought we were
That
idiots.
was menacing.
That's
yes.
good. Thanks, man.
Thank you guys again. Like if you enjoyed the video. Also subscribe if you haven't already. Check out Taylor and Justin's channel.
Do it.
Yes,
What a great
Taylor and
couple.
Justin.
Give us a
they're
chance.
awesome.
Yeah!
You can check out my proposal to Alyssa
On
our
our channel, don't do
Yeah.
it.
It was beautiful. We cried when we watched it, and it was awesome.
Link in the description below.
Yeah, link is. Fuck, man. Now I
That's
gotta.
more work, Taylor.
Damn, Taylor. Yeah.
Oh my god, it's not that much
No.
work.
Oh my God.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Justin. Thank you, Matthew. Thank you, Alyssa. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, live studio audience. One more time. Yes.
Yeah!
We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Peace out.